Well, a while back you mentioned Xavier, Zan, and Xanders, and as of late, you seem to. I mean, you're fucking your bitch conspiracy, but at the same time, I think you were thinking about someone else.
Well, my hatred towards Triple X has nothing to do with this bitch. You know what I'm saying? I'm a pimp, cuz. When it comes down to it, I'm gonna get the bread. And when I see a hot piece of ass running around, homie, to be honest, all I think about is dollar signs and a stroke. So you may hear me speak of Kelly Thompson. What's her name? Kelly Thompson, ain't that Big sister or some shit?
Yeah, Big Zan Machiavelli's sister.
Okay, all right. You know, you may hear me speak of her, but that's just because ultimately my mind is always there. I'm always thinking about a bitch turning a trick. And if you go back to my first RCW magazine interview, you'll see the chemistry between me and her. Shit ain't changed. Deep down, she may look at Triple X, but she wants 40 ounce. That's the way it'll always be, and eventually, I'm gonna slide on in there and get the cake. And that's just really what's going down. Triple X himself, he proved how much of a hoe he is. He can run around here calling me a wannabe, singing this and that. Have you seen one challenge thrown on the table?
No.
He don't want none. Triple X is the slimiest motherfucker in this industry, and he does deserve to be with Triple J. They both weasels and rats. They both bitches. And to tell you the truth, I'll challenge him right now on your show. You ain't heard a challenge come from me yet, so I will tell you right now.
I think it's overdue.
Huh?
It's overdue, yeah. I mean, you've been having these like this Cold War for a couple months now, and just no matches have yet to come from it, especially after he cost you your Outlaw title.
Yeah, but you gotta realize, man, my goal is so much higher than Triple X will ever be. Triple X will never be a world champion. I mean, he does have talent, and I'll give you that. But he's not even the best in his own clique. This is no disrespect to the Axis. But if you look at the Axis, there's one name that stands above all, and that's 40 ounce. I mean, I'm gonna tell you now, Biggs, Mac, Joe, and Justin, they all are world title contenders. And I see them all being the world champion someday. I just believe I'm a multi-time champion to be. You look at Triple Threat, maybe as a transitional champ, Triple J. Never Triple X.
Wow.
He better keep his eyes set on the North American title, because that's all it'll ever be for him. Straight up.
So, who do you think is going to take that match at Fear between the Triple Threat?
Well, I'm hoping, honestly, that Triple J takes it just because of my hatred towards Triple X. You know, but Triple J's also said some off the wall shit. In my actual wrestling knowledge, you can't top perfection. And I've complimented Triple J before, and I'll do it again. When it comes down to it, in-ring ability, he is by far one of the top 3 competitors and performers in this company. Triple X isn't even in the top 10. So truthfully, Triple J will remain champ. That's it.
Well, my question to you is, if Triple X does win, do you think that Kelly will finally be satisfied with Triple X? Or do you think that he still won't be able to satisfy her?
I don't think she'll ever be satisfied until she gets... I don't think she'll ever be satisfied until she has 40 ounces in her, if you want to know the truth. Until she's got 40 ounces of skeet up in her, she's never going to be satisfied. Triple X, look at him. Just pay attention to the bitch. He's too busy trying to crack jokes to take the time to please his own hoe. You can't walk around unhappy, because what they don't understand is hoes choose. Homies don't choose. Hoes choose. And Kelly Thompson is not gonna continue to choose that lane. Straight up. She'll event at the end of all of this realize that her brothers should mean more than this punk ass bitch. And she's eventually gonna want a real man in her life. I can give it to her for a couple weeks, but that's about it. She ain't worth more than that.
So if this ever comes to light and you do her for a couple weeks, how do you think your stablemates, the Tomsini brothers are going to feel about that?
Well, the thing about it is the Tomsinis, if they are true brothers, I mean, what I mean is they want the best for their sister. You know what I'm saying? They want their sister happy. And yeah, at first they may have an issue with it, but as a man, me and them will talk. But at the end of the day, when they see the smile on her face, how could you look at your sister while she's smiling, glowing, and say, we don't want you fucking with 40 ounce? You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
You know, 40 ounce has got, I mean, money-wise, perfect. I got more money than Triple X I ever had. I wrestle for countless organizations. My paychecks every week, I still got 6 months worth of checks I ain't even cashed. When it comes to money, when it comes to physicalness, mentalness, man, she couldn't go wrong with me. So if the Tomsinis have a problem with that, then I don't see where the love at for they sister. That's just bottom line.
Well, I'm just saying now that, you know, you've gone on record to say it's just, you know, a couple weeks thing, and then you're just going to kick her to the curb. That's probably where the issue would lie.
I mean, Triple X is at least a stable partner.
Right. Well, see, it's not like I'm just going to say, get away, bitch.
You just going to keep her on the side?
Oh, I mean, yeah. She's got to realize, I'm motherfucking married. She would know that going into the situation. I'm married. Look, the truth of it is, she would know right off the jump that she's a side dish. But the truth of it is, being my side dish is still greater than being Triple X's main bitch.
Wow.
She'd make more money. She would climax a lot more. And overall, she would get more exposure. 40 ounces worldwide. Triple X is just an RCW guy. That's it. I'm worldwide.
Well, one final thing before we wrap this up here. There's been a couple betting pools going on backstage, wondering when or if you're going to turn on the Tomsini brothers. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if you did.
Well,
because you're all about yourself. How long could you possibly stay in a stable?
Because I'll tell you exactly what it is. Yes, I am all about myself, and the best thing for me is the Axis of Anarchy, and it will always be the Axis of Anarchy. You know what I'm saying? With Triple X gone, okay? Yeah, I give Mac his props. He's the leader, no question. But when he looks around, he knows who his number one hitman on the squad really is. And it ain't the Hollywood hitman. It's the only hitman that matters. Now, when it comes down to it, will I turn on the Axis? Hell no. If Gay Dust wins, oh my bad, Justin St. Clair. If he wins the world title at Payback 2, well, then you can guarantee motherfucking T that I want a shot. And I'm not going to care about no Axis or anything.
Well, honestly, I don't think Machiavelli would care either.
Yeah, I mean, because the truth of it is, I mean, I don't want to start no shit, because Gay Dust is, fuck it, Gay Dust is cool, and he's there. But you know, when it comes down to it, I'm here to be the world champ, and Machiavelli himself has to know that representing this alliance, I would make a better world champion than Gay Dust. And he knows that it will keep the title in the family for a very long time. And so the answer to your question is I will never turn my back on the Axis, especially the Tomsinis. The Tomsinis I have nothing but respect for. I was just watching Biggs' first couple matches as I was doing my research on Twice Nightly. And, you know, it bothered me to see him lose the first couple. But then when he got his win, he went on a streak. And I'm sitting there, and I realized how much, at one point, I hated the Tomsinis. But it was only because I felt they disrespected me by not giving me the respect that I deserved. They called me up and asked me to join them. I didn't call them up. That let me know what I needed to know. And for that, just like I'm loyal to my Crippin', I'm loyal to the Axis. No one can stop that. No one.
All right, sir. Thank you very much for stopping in, even though you hurled a couple insults along the way.
You know what? I'm going to be a man right now and tell y'all right now. Good job on your radio show. The Radio Wars, I got to be honest, no one but me and y'all could do this. So I'm going to give credit where credit's due.
And even though I can honestly say I've never listened to 40s Block, I understand that you have a huge fan base, and I wouldn't knock it for anything.
All right. I wish y'all the best. Keep doing what you do. And you know what I'm saying? Maybe one day down the line I'll stop by again.
All right. Thank you, sir, for your time. Take care.
All right.